Hi guys, John Hamilton here. So today I'm going to go through a topic which I know you're going to get a ton of value from, which is how to find people who are actually interested in what you have to offer as part of your business. So how to find customers for your product, for your service, right? So how to actually find people who are interested in what you have to offer. So as you go through this one today, guys, I'm sure you've probably got people maybe within your team, inside your company. Maybe you've got people who are sidelined to you, or even friends who are in different companies. And if you hear any of the people within, maybe your own team, people you've sponsored, people in other teams, and they are the type of person who's maybe saying, I'm speaking to people, I can't find anyone to be customers of my product, my service, then you definitely want to make sure that you tag them in this one today, or share it across to your team page, because you're going to get a ton of value. Hey Joyce, good to see you, rocking it. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. So if you are content, maybe you're content being the person who's out there speaking to every single person you see, and trying to get interest and make sales in terms of your product or your service, and pick up loads of no's along the way, then if that's you, by all means fill your boots, continue to do that and have great fun taking loads of those no's on the chin. But what I'm going to share with you today is going to help you to actually find people who are genuinely interested and have a liking for what you have to offer. So if that sounds good to you, give me a 1 in the comments. Hey Dave, good to see you. Jerry, who else we got there? Jackie, good to see you guys. Thanks for joining. So what I'm going to go through with you today, right, is I'm going to go through a principle which some of you may be familiar with, which is attraction marketing. But unlike some people when they talk about this, I'm actually going to physically show you how it works. So I'm not going to just give you the theory and hope for the best and hope you've taken some notes and go off there and take action on it. I'm actually going to show you a really simple, effective strategy that you can start to put into action immediately, and then start to find people who are interested in what you have to offer, so you can find customers for your product, for your service, whatever you have going on as part of your business and your company, right? So let's talk through some basics in terms of attraction marketing, just so that we make sure everyone understands where I'm going with it beforehand. So just out of curiosity, guys, as you watch, if you already know and have an understanding of what attraction marketing is, drop me a 2 in the comments. It'll be interesting to see. So let's go through it. Now, what I always teach, what I always share when it comes to attraction marketing, so there's kind of a 3-prong approach to this. So what you're looking at is, depending on what your business is, what niche your products and service fall into. So your first question is, who are my target market? So, does my company revolve around health and wellness? Is it weight loss? Is it travel? Is it utilities? Is it finance? Whatever it might be, who are my target audience? My target audience, depending on the niche, is clearly people who are interested in what that company provides, the products or the services, right? So pretty simple. So point 1 is, who are my target market? Point 2 is, what are my target market's problems? So if it is health and wellness, maybe it's like nutrition, for example, then clearly there's an open-end, an infinite number of problems that you can tap into in that particular field. If it's, skincare, if it's travel, so what problems do people face who are interested in those topics and those particular niches, right? So who are my target market? What problems do they face? And then the basics of attraction marketing falls into this last step, which is you provide content, valuable content, based around those problems. And I'm going to share with you how you do that in just a second, instead of just, because I've shared this strategy and shared the concept of attraction marketing a lot of times, and I really think that people don't quite understand how to actually put it into practice. So if you would like to see how it's put into practice, give me maybe some likes or love hearts across the screen, and we will get moving on. So the content, as I said, is to create, to solve the problems. And all of the content that you post, and we're going to be talking specifically about social media or Facebook specifically, is the content that you create needs to revolve around the 3 E's. So when you post content and you're providing value, it needs to either educate people, it needs to entertain them, or it needs to empower them to make changes that's going to benefit them as an individual, right? It can do one of the 3, it can do 2, or do all 3. As long as you meet one of those 3 E's, your content is on point, guys, right? So hopefully you get that. Hey Bianca, good to see you. Right, okay, so let's get moving on. So the first thing I want to make clear is that you do not have to be an expert. So if I want to start attracting people to me for my business, for the product that I have or for the service that I have to offer, I do not have to be an expert. And I'm going to share with you how that is in a minute. So that's the first thing. The most important thing I want you to plant in your mind. So when you have new people that join your business, that join your team, for example, you need to understand that you can teach them the concept of attraction marketing straight away. And that is really going to help speed up the process of them having customer acquisition for the product or service, which they actually are a part of, right? So it's going to really help. Now, the reason you don't have to be an expert is I'm going to use a Ray Higdon strategy here, which is awesome, and it's called Learn Out Loud. So if you're familiar with what Learn Out Loud is, forget what number we're on, I think it's 3. So if you're familiar with Learn Out Loud from Ray Higdon, drop me a 3. I'm going to share with what it is just now anyway. So all that means is that whatever your company niche is, let's say it's health and wellness, maybe it's beauty, maybe it's travel, as I said before, you're going to obviously educate yourself on those areas, right? Because you need to know what you're talking about in terms of, you know, who your market is, who your target market is, what sort of problems they face, and then you can start to offer solutions based upon those problems. So you're clearly going to do some form of educating yourself in those areas. So Learn Out Loud is simply you do some education, maybe you jump on some websites where you've got credible experts who offer a lot of content on those subjects. Maybe you pick up some magazines, maybe you watch some TV shows that base loads of content around those areas. Whatever it may be, you educate yourself on those areas. It could be a course as well. So Learn Out Loud. So you're going to learn the content, and then all you're simply going to do is share it with your network. So let's say I am in health and wellness, maybe I'm studying nutrition, I'm swatting up on nutrition to find out more information so that I can serve my network and attract people. Then I can start to share information that I find. And I'm going to, as I said at the start, guys, biggest thing for this is I'm going to show you exactly how to do it at the end. And that's actually going to give you the tools to move off and actually start to put this into practice, right? Now, so that's Learn Out Loud, really simple. You learn, you share with other people. You can even share it from the stance that, like, hey guys, I was doing some research and I found really simple and effective 5 strategies to help you lose weight, or 5 simple strategies to help you have more energy, whatever it may be. It's really, really simple, but it enables you to start to share content to your network, and more importantly, attract people who are interested in the topic that you are going to base your business around, right? Maz, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. So let's go into the actual bulk of it then. So you've got a basic understanding now, guys, and if you've got a basic understanding, give me some thumbs up in the comments if you are following me so far. And if you know people that are struggling to acquire customers for the product or service, whichever your company is based around, then you need to be tagging them in this video, because I'm going to give them the strategies now and the tools to actually go forward and grow a customer base, right? Keisha, good to see you. Okay, guys, so where do I find the content? I've given you an idea already, but I've got the ability to do some screen sharing with you now, so I'm able to show you effectively how simple this is. It is honestly so easy, it's incredible. So I'm just going to go ahead and share the screen a second and head across to the other side. Okay guys, so what you see here is I've basically just jumped onto the internet browser, onto Google, and I've searched a few different terms to give you a couple of different examples based around different niches, some of the common parts within the network marketing industry. Obviously, health and wellness is pretty much the dominant force as far as the majority of companies are concerned. I'm going to go through some others. So if you look at this, let's say I'm basing my company is based around health and wellness. Now, I want to educate myself on that area. I want to find content that I can share to attract people to me who are interested in those areas. So, for example, I've just hit health and fitness into the search engine, right? So really, really easy. And let's say I'm trying to attract women. Let's say I'm a lady and I really want to target other females who are interested in health and wellness, right? So if I just search health and fitness up here, you can see there's a website here, Women's Fitness, right? So if I open this up for you guys, you'll see how easy this is, right? So I can now scroll through this website and there's loads of articles on different health related topics, right? So maybe if I want to post some content this week based around that, maybe I hop onto this summer slimming hacks where I jump in there and it's got some really great content which I can share with my network. Anyone who is, for example, a female and interested in health and wellness or being in great shape for the summer, then clearly they're going to pay attention to the content, right? So if I scroll down, you're going to see obviously all sorts of different things. So your carb cravings subside, your thirst as this, just bear with it, guys. Obviously I'm doing Facebook Live as well as trying to surf the net. So you can break out the barbecue. So there's loads of different stuff going on here that you can actually use to share. But more importantly, if I go up to the top under the weight loss tab, so let's say I'm trying to target maybe females who want to lose weight, so and help share valuable content based around that. If I hover over this, hopefully it comes up in a second. So you can see I've got weight loss tips here, right? So if I select this, it's going to bring me up another tab in a second once my internet stops the hamster spinning on the wheel and I actually get through. So you can see now, right, I've got weight loss tips, and as I scroll down, diet inspiration, gym workouts for women, how to lose fat, how to get a flat stomach, smoothie recipes, how to tone, burn your fat as you eat, etc, etc, etc. So you can see how easy that is for me to get that content. Now, I don't now need to then go onto Facebook and then act like I'm the expert if I'm just starting out with this content. So I could just say, hey guys, as you know, I'm massively interested in health and wellness, and I've been studying some literature, I've been studying some stuff on the side, and I wanted to share something which I learned this week with you guys. You share the content, and then people start to become interested in what you have to share because they are interested in those areas. Simple as that, right? I'm going to give you a couple of other examples. Again, onto Google. This time I've searched for health and fitness tips. So if I scroll down here a second, you will see, just a second. So you see here, 101 fitness tips that rock. So let's say I'm a guy and I want to be, pushing content out there which attracts other like-minded people who like health and fitness. So I can simply scroll down this, and it's obviously going to have a ton of different, once the screen loads up that is, it's going to have a ton of content on here, 101 to be precise, fitness tips that rock, right? So I can go through this content and start to share it. So you can see here, move your body every week, keep a food journal, thoughts are powerful, eat foods that are closest to their natural state. So you can see there's obviously 100 odd in here. The concept of this is that I can then go, maybe I want to create my own post and I say top 10 recommendations or top 10 fitness tips that I've picked up over the last couple of weeks. And that's again going to attract people to me that are interested in, again, with the underlying mindset that I'm starting to find out in my network who is actually interested in what my company has to offer. That way, when I connect with them and build relationships, build rapport, I'm able to offer solutions based upon the problems I find out when I have conversations, right? So hopefully that makes sense, guys. If you are following me here, guys, drop me a 4 in the comments. If you're getting value from this, drop me a 4 in the comments. Okay, so let's look at travel. So again, I've gone on to Dr. Google and I've hit in travel hacks, right? So you can see there's absolute tons of different hits that come up again. Super easy. So let's say you wanted to create some images to share on social media, which is going to attract people who are interested in travel. So I could go onto this Pinterest hit here, and once it loads up in a second, you'll see that there's loads of different images which give travel hacks, right? So top tips based around different things that people are interested in when they look to travel somewhere, right? So you can see all of these different things, how to fly like a pro, 21 travel hacks for a better trip, absolute tons of different images that you can literally save to your computer, to your phone, and you can share them with other people, building an audience based around travel, right? Super easy. If I was to go back, sorry guys, phone there. If I was to go back, again, sticking on the travel, you can see here 28 brilliant travel hacks that you need to know for summer vacations. So when we, kind of still in the kind of summer holiday period now, you can scroll down here and you can see that there's obviously 28 different hacks, basically advice for people who are looking to travel over the coming weeks during the summer. So again, really, really simple and effective. You don't have to be the expert. You share this content, then people who are interested in what you have to offer will begin to make themselves known to you. And the last one I'm going to share with you is, let's say your company is based around skincare. So let's say we just scroll down. I've put skincare hacks just as an example. And as you scroll down, you can see here 21 skincare hacks to help you survive the summer. Same principle again. How easy is this, guys? If you think this is super easy and you feel you could follow it, or you could teach it to your team. Drop me a 5 in the comments. So 21 skincare hacks to help you survive the summer. I can simply scroll down here. Oh, hang on a second, it's loading up. So all I need to do is scroll through these skincare hacks once my prehistoric computer catches up. Broadcasting on Facebook Live and surfing the internet is challenging for this internet signal. Okay, so let's scroll down. You can then see it starts to go through all of these different skincare hacks. Get rid of pimples, and once the rest loads up, prevent blisters, smooth sunburns, get rid of oily skin, etc, etc. You get the picture, guys, right? Banish blackheads. So let me just come back to the main screen a second and come back to life. Boom. Right, we're back in the house. Right, guys, who we got on here that's jumped on? Kathy, good to see you. Marianne, nice to see you. Tracy, nice one. Chantel, Maz, and that's Kathy down there. Awesome. Right, guys, glad you're getting value. So if you can see how simple this is to just go out there, start to, look at some content online and magazines, etc., based around what your company offers, and start to share it with your network. So rather than just going out there like John Wayne, slinging pictures of your product out there, links to your website to buy, and it comes across as salesy all the time, start to attract people from your network that you can actually bring forward into your circle, share valuable content based around those sort of things that I've just shown you, and then you will start to identify in your network who is actually genuinely interested in the areas that you talk about, rather than working through, 100 of your friends and family who 90 of them could, let's say you're in health and wellness, and 90 out of those 100 people couldn't give a toss about looking after themselves, couldn't care about being healthy. They would much rather go out on a night out and drink loads of alcohol. So really, really simple. Right, so here's my advice on this, guys, to execute this like an absolute pro. So if you'd like to hear my advice on how you take that and execute it like a pro, drop me a 6 in the comments. I think we're at 6. So drop me a 6 if you'd like to hear. So point 1 is share expert content on your profile. So that's the first thing you're going to do. Go and do that method that I've just shown you. Find some great content that people will find valuable and begin to share it as posts on your profile, right? So that's point 1. Second one is create a Facebook group based around your niche. So whatever products, whatever, service that your company has to offer, create a Facebook group. And that's not to, again, go swinging in there with loads of your products and services. It's how I will go through it in a minute. So you're going to post valuable content to that community, so that group you've set up. So as you attract people on your profile, you say, hey, I've got a group. So let's say you're posting on travel and you've been posting valuable content on your Facebook profile. You've attracted some friends, some family in your network who are interested. They've been liking, commenting, sharing your posts. You go, hey John, I've just to let you know, I see you obviously always interact in my content that I'm sharing based on travel. I've got a community group actually where I share a ton more value in there. We've got, a really great bunch of people who interact. We all share valuable content. I'd love to invite you to come across and join the group. They're obviously going to come and join your group, right? Because they see the value in you as a person, and they will be more than happy to join that community. So share the expert content in your profile, create a group, start to post valuable content, and then, this is where it comes, you share the benefits of your product or your service, right, within that group. Now, you need to be operating from an 80-20 rule or a 90-10 rule, so 80 to 90% value, no sales whatsoever, and then 20 to 10% of you showcasing the benefits, not the features, of your product or your service, right? That's going to allow you to absolutely kill it doing this. Now, this is best done. So when you come to sharing the benefits of the product or service, this is best done by you being a product of the product, right? So what I mean by that is, let's say you are, let's say you are in skincare industry and you have got a group that's based around that. You've been posting value to your community. They're loving your content. They're interacting with your content. Then I'm going to, let's say I've got my skincare stuff here, I'm going to cover the name of it to create a bit of curiosity, and then I'm going to take a picture of me using it, or maybe I'm going to video myself using it, and then share with everyone the incredible benefits that I'm getting from my product, right? Super easy. So it creates curiosity, and they can see that you genuinely use it, and you're passionate about the product. Super easy, guys. So what you can do as well, talking about your group, so once you get a group off the ground, is you can start to run incentives to actually get more people into the group, right? So let's say you have a product-based company and maybe you have some products, maybe you have some samples. You can say, okay guys, I'm going to run a little incentive today. I've got my hand on 10 samples for XYZ product which does these benefits for you. If you go ahead and add 2 friends to the group today by this time and comment on my post to say you've done it, then I'll put you into a hat, and the top the 3 people I pull out the hat will win the free samples or some words to that effect. What that's going to do, because people love freebies, is it's going to drive loads of people to your group, right? So they're going to add friends into that group. The numbers will increase and increase, and you're going to absolutely dominate, right? So really, really important. So what else we got here? Connect with people who like what you have to offer. Okay, right. So the last point I've got on this is you're going to connect with people who like what you have to offer, right? So you can go and find other Facebook groups and communities based around those niches. You can go onto Facebook pages and find, for example, if you're in travel, there's a Facebook page called I Want to Travel the World, right? It's got over 1 million people like the page. You can go and check out the people that like that page. You can begin to connect with them and share with them your Facebook group, right? I've got a Facebook group where I share loads of great content with my community on travel, right? And you can build rapport and move people over. It's super, super effective, guys. Now, here's the magic in this, right? So the key to everything is consistency. You can't expect to post once a month and, start to attract people to you, because you need time, you need consistently kind of daily content, daily posts where you're able to attract your clique, right? You attract your people and your tribe effectively, people who are interested in the same thing. So consistency above all else, but gradually, as the weeks and months tick by, you've gone from that learn out loud method where you're kind of sharing other people's things and over time you become an authority figure in your niche, right? So you become a credible expert in that area. Now what does that mean? It means that you're going to become the go-to person for that particular topic. So if it's health and wellness, if it's weight loss, if it's skincare, if it's travel, whatever it might be, as you keep firing out loads of content, people are attracted to you and you will become their go-to person where they will seek advice from you and then they will seek recommendations for you based upon whatever their problem is that they want, solving. So, and most importantly, you will build the absolute most powerful weapon on the planet, which is know, like, and trust, right? So you'll build know, like, and trust with the people that come into your inner circle. And once you get to that point and you share genuinely the benefits of a product or service you have to offer that they're interested in, you're going to kill it. You're going to get tons of customers for your product, for your service, right? It's going to be incredible for you. So if what I should have said there, guys. So when I mentioned previously about connecting with, groups and pages and finding people who are like-minded and interested in what you have to offer, I've done a Facebook Live into my group, Beachmoney University, on this. I think it was last week, and I've got some amazing content on there on how you can find these people to move into your group. So if you're not in there, you absolutely want to go and check it out if you got value from this one. So I'm going to close up tonight's live, guys. If you got value from this, please let me know by dropping value into the comments. As always, I appreciate you all for hopping on. I really hope you got value from it. I know there was tons of great content in there which can really help people light it up with a customer base for their product, for their service, right? So I'm going to close this up, as I said, with the same as what I opened it. In this industry, sharing is caring. You need to have an abundance mentality. So if you know people in your team, sideline to you in your company, and maybe you have friends in different companies who you speak to and they are struggling to acquire customers, definitely be a great human and tag them into the Facebook Live tonight, because it's going to give them great content and it's going to allow them to move forward with the business, right? It's really, really important, guys. If you do share it in whatever respect, I do appreciate every single share that goes through. So just stick a share in the comments and I will recognise you for it, because I really appreciate it. Right, guys? So whatever you're up to for the rest of what we're on this Wednesday evening, have a blast wherever you are in the country and the world, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Take care.